Hey, it's Brock here with Rock Hill Farms, and today I'm going to deliver the firewood that's in these 3 totes back here. Now, I really like using the IBC totes to take my firewood directly off of the splitter into the tote and then hopefully never have to handle it again. And that works out really well if you're delivering firewood to someone who has a good sized tractor at their property, or a forklift, or a skid loader, or anything that can unload that by hand. And sometimes I even do that if I just have one basket. I'll just set it in my truck bed. When I get there, I'll throw it out by hand. It's not the end of the world having to do that once. But for 3 baskets, I would much rather deliver this in the dump trailer. So I'm going to try for the first time to dump these totes into the dump trailer. I thought about doing that last year, but these totes are right at the lift capacity of my tractor, and I think I would have had a hard time getting them dumped safely. The only way I could have done it was set them in the trailer and then try to flip them over and let them fall, and I think that would damage the tote. So I'm going to get hooked up to the dump trailer and see how it goes with unloading this. I usually get a bunch of comments on a video like this saying that I'm being lazy and it'd be quicker or easier just to stack it in there by hand. And if you're only doing it once, maybe. But if you're planning to do this 20 or 30 times this year, then finding a system to make it quicker and easier is worth a little bit of the troubleshooting or trial and error that you go through on the first day. Okay, so I've got a 3,500 pound strap for 1,500 pounds of firewood. Hopefully this will hold this basket back while I'm dumping. I saw Mike from Outdoors with the Morgans do this, and he got it all to dump. And I think there's 2 scenarios for what the difference could be. Either his boom curls further down past 90 degrees than mine does, or he has this cut deeper so that the wood can fall out better. I don't think cutting that deeper is going to hurt anything. The other scenario is I could dump the basket in there and then pick it up. Let's try first thing is to cut one more notch out of this basket. This is the trial and error portion where I couldn't decide on the best way to try to get the rest of this wood out. I thought it was going to be pretty easy to just flip it over with the forks, but I had a little bit of trouble getting under it and getting it pulled back out. And I realized if I did want to do it exactly like this, probably the best thing now would be to hook a strap to the bottom corner of the tote so that I could lift it up and it would flip it over that way. Because once it's upside down, it's easy to lift out. But that's something I thought of after the second basket. But luckily, the third basket actually went pretty smooth. So that one dumped cleanly. I just had to keep cutting this out bigger each time until I found a size that would work. But these walls, that's still pretty sturdy. I was worried that cutting that hole bigger, that opening, would make the basket weaker and not be strong enough to move firewood with, but it seems fine. Let's look and see how much wood we got here. On my 7x12 dump trailer, loose stacked, filled all the way to the top, was 1 cord. But this is a 7x16, so there's 4 foot extra. So that's why you've got pockets right here that aren't filled up, pocket on the front. This should be right about a cord, maybe just a little bit light on a cord. I'll try to give the guy a pretty good price that's buying it. I take it out there and get it dumped. For me, this was about a learning experience of, is this worth it? Would I be better off just throwing each piece in rather than hassle with this? And I think if you cut the opening big enough, you're definitely saving yourself some work. Talking about, you know, just a lot less manual labor. And you're already doing manual labor to get it split. So I think I'm going to continue this, but maybe just continue to try to find better ways to do it. As always, if you have any suggestions, leave those in the comments. I appreciate you taking time to watch this video. I'll put links on the screen to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.